Yo, what's up guys, AFC Dino here and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing coaching random strangers on the PvP ladder. So basically what is going to happen is we're going to wait till the next round starts. Then we're gonna spectate a random game, a random OU game. Watch it first, see what happens a bit, and then we're gonna review the game. So we're gonna open up the replay and basically coach of or discuss what the person who lost could have done better to increase his chances of actually winning that game. Yeah guys, if you are interested in getting personal coaching by me, consider checking out my Patreon. I offer a one-on-one PvP coaching. Check it out, it's linked in the description. And like always guys, make sure to subscribe if you would like to see more Pokemon PvP content. Like the video, and yeah guys, I'm gonna pause the video and we'll wait for the first one. Okay, the next round is about to start, so let's see what happens. Spectate seconds. Let's do this one. 695. Okay. Okay, we got this game in front. Both players packing the Ferrothorn. But yeah, it always goes too fast for the team review. That's why I'm not paying too much attention the first time. We see a Conkeldurr into a Mienshao lead. There's a Cofagrigus. I don't know if he wants to scout for the fake out. See? Actually goes hard Jolteon. Wait, what? Dude! Why the fuck would you bring in Jolteon on this, bro? Because what was he predicting? Well, we'll get to that. But the Tyranitar comes in and this guy gets pursuit trapped. So Jolteon is basically gone. The Tyranitar are so dangerous because it can do something against Starmie, can maybe do something against Cofagrigus depending on the set. Now we see Conkeldurr coming in. I guess he was anticipating the Gliscor. I don't know. Yeah, Ferrothorn coming in on the Ice Punch. It's a really aggressive play. So what are we going to see here? A double Ice Punch as Ferrothorn stays in. Yeah. These Ferrothorn players are crazy, bro. Watch him Drain Punch now as Gliscor comes in. That would be so funny. Nope, this guy just keeps staying in. On the explosion, damn, bro. That's crazy, man. Ferrothorn is gone. Spintas. So that's the Ferrothorn. We're seeing a Mienshao leader. Yep. Figured. High jump kick comes out. Ooh. That's that one. Seeing Life Orb there. Don't see Life Orb. But no, they could have been Choice Banded Mienshao. Gonna swap out on the T-Tar. Gonna spin. Yep. Surf or Hydro Pump shouldn't kill him. Maybe Hydro Pump does if he's Life Orb. He's not Life Orb though. Leftover, so then Hydro Pump should also not kill. Goes for Ice Beam, so maybe he doesn't have the water type. He got completely smashed, bro. So technically, Tyranitar could still, Dragonite could still win. Depending on his set, of course. If it's Roost, then Dragonite can still win. Gets a defense drop, which is actually a bit bad. If it's Roost, at least. Goes for Earthquake, so this is gonna die. Rotom comes in, I assume he's gonna use Wisp or something. He just goes for Dragon Claw. I don't think that's gonna do it KO though. Oh, it's a Spit Death. It's not max defense. And he missed. Oh shit. He can still win. He can still win. Yeah, this is such a strange game. Gliscor comes in now. Dragon Claw. Acrobatics comes out. And it's enough to knock him out, and now Cofagrigus wins. Okay, he almost brought it back. He got a bit fortunate there. But gonna be that game. Yeah, we can go over it real quickly, guys. So I'm gonna pause the video and we'll be right back for the replay. Okay, guys, we're back for the replay, or with the replay. The left side actually lost this game, so we're going to be coaching left side this time. So I think you always gotta look into team preview. What is strong? What on my opponent's side strong versus me, and what on my side is strong versus my opponent. So looking at our opponent's team, Tyranitar is going to be quite difficult if he's Choice Bandit, because we have Starmie, which dies to Crunch, Jolteon dies to Crunch and doesn't want to get Pursuit Trapped, Dragonite dies to Stone Edge, Conkeldurr still takes a lot. Conkeldurr's the only thing that resists his dual stab, but if we are Flame Orb, we're gonna be on a timer anyway, because the Sandstorm damage is damaging us as well. Cofagrigus dies to Choice Bandit Crunch, not from full, but takes a shit ton. And Ferrothorn takes a shit ton from Superpower. So Tyranitar can definitely be a threat versus our team. Then they have Mienshao, which we have Cofagrigus for, so that's not necessarily an issue. Superior, we do have our Dragonite there if it's not carrying Dragon Pulse or Hidden Power Rise, which it most likely isn't. So we just gotta keep Tyranitar in mind. But yeah, Tyranitar could also be like a Stealth Rocker. He actually has Ferrothorn, so that makes no sense. That makes no sense. A Ferrothorn behind him. So there's a high chance of Tyranitar being an offensive Tyranitar. We gotta be mindful of that. But on our team, just like you saw in the game, Dragonite really good against our opponent. If it has Fire Punch, it showed Earthquake, so it probably didn't have Fire Punch. If it had Fire Punch, it would have been extremely nice as well. Because it has Earthquake in a combination with Conkeldurr, these two can really do a lot of damage. Conkeldurr also revealed Ice Punch in the game, so yeah, Conkeldurr is also really tough for our opponent to switch into. So we just gotta position these two that they can actually do something. And as long as we have Cofagrigus, we can keep the Mienshao in check, but we gotta be a bit careful about U-turn into Tyranitar. But yeah, we do have a Ferrothorn, which we can bring in if it doesn't use Superpower. If it still uses Superpower, still fine. And Jolteon, also really nice for our opponent. Outspeeds his whole team. Faster than Superior, faster than Mienshao if they're not running Choice Scarf. The only thing we gotta watch out for is that we don't get trapped by the Tyranitar. That's the only thing. We gotta make sure we don't get trapped by Tyranitar. And then Jolteon can chip down our opponent and make sure Dragonite and Conkeldurr can come in and insert points with Volt Switch, right? That's how we're going to try to win this game. Lead-wise though, leading up with the Mienshao, I think it's fine. Oh wait, we don't. He doesn't even have Mienshao. But the opponent leading up with Mienshao, cool. We led up with the Conkeldurr, which I actually kind of agree with, to be honest. I think that was a pretty good lead. The reason it was a pretty good lead is we don't want to lead off with Jolteon, because if our opponent leads off with Tyranitar, we get trapped him instantly. Then it's basically a dead Jolteon. Conkeldurr, it doesn't really care too much about the Rotom. We just Drain Punch into him. If he Killer Wisps, it's going to be bad for him. We have Ice Punch versus the Gliscor. Mienshao doesn't kill us from full. We do well into Tyranitar. We can Ice Punch the Superior. and against the Ferrothorn, we're in a good position as well. So I kind of like the Conkeldurr lead. I probably would have done the same. And yeah, we lead up with Conkeldurr against the Mienshao. And this is where my guy Godo makes a really questionable play. Because you have your Conkeldurr in, right? Just click freaking Drain Punch here. We don't die to high jump kick. We don't die to high jump kick. If he U-turns into the Gliscor, well, Gliscor was acrobatics last time, but if we Drain Punch into the Gliscor and he doesn't activate Orb, and we don't take Rocky Helmet damage, and he doesn't get Leftovers recovery, we can kinda assume that he has acrobatics, right? With Flying Gem. Then we can play around that, but that's information we get. Like, I don't understand why Godo decided to switch out there. And into Jolteon even. Was he predicting the Gliscor? Because that would be strange, because he has Ice Punch on this guy. Unless he knows unless that guy knows that guy is Choice Banded or something and knows that Conkeldurr dies. I'm pretty sure even to a close combat high jump kick or close combat Conkeldurr is not gonna die. So this play is really questionable. Because what was he expecting? If Mienshao leads up, the odds of him having Fake Out is really high. The odds of him being Choice Scarfed are really high, so he might just U-turn in this place. But if he has Life or Fake Out, he's most likely just gonna click Fake Out. But because there's a Cofagrigus, I think he's always gonna U-turn. So you just took 3 U-turn damage on your Jolteon, and there goes your first game. There goes your first game plan out of the window, because now Jolteon gets trapped. Now you don't have reliable, safe ways of getting in your Conkeldurr or your Dragonite. Because if you have Jolteon in and you Volt Switch on, let's say, Ferrothorn coming in, you get your Conkeldurr in for free. If Gliscor come in, you can hidden Power Ice him. If Gliscor comes in and he doesn't activate Orb, you get information. But now you just allowed your Jolteon to get trapped there. And Jolteon is gone, which outsped his whole team if Mienshao wasn't Scarfed. Get a bit of chip there. Yeah, you're gonna die. And yeah, now you're going into Conkeldurr. And here he goes for Conkeldurr. I think he went for the Ice Punch there. I necessarily don't disagree with the Ice Punch, but I felt like clicking Drain Punch anyway, because just like I said in the beginning, we have Ice Punch on this guy. If we Ice Punch into the Gliscor coming in and we don't see Orb activated or Rocky Helmet or Leftovers, that's information. But if he makes any other play, in this example he went into Ferrothorn, but he could have also gone into a Rotom if he was Bull Max Defense, right? Because the Orb wasn't activated yet. You would have done more damage. But I guess a nice try trying to catch the Gliscor. However, in this scenario, this is a rule of thumb, guys. Keep this in your mind. When you are a Conkeldurr and you are facing a Ferrothorn, and they don't have Stealth Rock or Spikes up, they don't have any hazards up, you just attack what's in front of you. Because a lot of Ferrothorn players, they just think, I'm super tanky, right? So I can just stay in and get up my hazards. And you see what happens here. He makes an over prediction with the Ice Punch. Let's say you Drain Punch and he switches out into the Gliscor again. You get the Gliscor information, and you prevented your opponent from setting up Stealth Rock or Spikes. Which is helpful, because then Starmie isn't forced to click Rapid Spin at a certain point. And that way you can avoid getting Starmie trapped by the Tyranitar. But he went for the Ice Punch. And now he takes Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs, Flame Orb, Sandstorm. And he gets up Rock, so he's putting himself more behind. And from here, yeah, I guess this is a position I will never put myself into. But I guess it's fair that he tries to Ice Punch here, because he's already really behind. So he's trying to catch the opponent on a mistake or something. But Ferrothorn just stays in and goes for Explosion. Conkeldurr gone. And yeah, just like that, guys. Within 5 turns, within 5 turns, 2 of our threats are gone. Jolteon was a threat to our opponent's team, gave him up for free. Conkeldurr was a threat to the opponent's team, kinda gave him up for free. However, it's a really good thing that Ferrothorn is gone, because that does open up Starmie a bit. And it does open up Dragonite, which revealed Earthquake in the game, right? When we watched just in the beginning. So he most likely doesn't have Fire Punch, so Ferrothorn being gone helps these two still. And here, yeah, it's a tough choice what you're going to bring in. Because it is very likely that he is going to lead off with the Mienshao, the opponent, because he led off in this game with the Mienshao. So it's really likely that Mienshao comes in again. But if you bring in Starmie and he goes Tyranitar, you're just screwed. Because Starmie can still be good versus our opponent. So I'm not going to hold it against him that he calls this wrong, because this is not necessarily a bad decision. But yeah, Mienshao comes in. And here, the Ferrothorn just dies straight up to the high jump kick. So I'm not sure if that guy's Choice Banded. We could probably call from the damage on U-turn. With U-turn on Jolteon from the Mienshao. I can calc the U-turn damage. U-turn. I think that's Choice Scarfed. That's Choice Scarf Mienshao. But that high jump kick though. Maybe that's Spit Def Ferrothorn. I don't know. I just don't feel like he should have ever died there. But I guess if he was Spit Def, then he just took something like a max roll. Because he can die. 93, yeah. I guess this Ferrothorn was Spit Def. Because he was also using a Cofagrigus. So, yeah, I think that's Choice Scarf Mienshao. So, that guy dies. Now it goes into Starmie. And he's gonna go for the Rapid Spin. I don't think the Rapid Spin here is a bad play either. It's just he put himself into such a horrible position. The Rapid Spin does allow your opponent to trap you with Tyranitar. But if you click Surf or something, trying to predict Tyranitar and he goes Rotom, it's equally bad for you. So I understand trying to Rapid Spin and hopefully sweep with Dragonite here. It's just, at this point, it becomes really, really impossible. But we do get the Rapid Spin off. However, here, he decides to go for the Ice Beam on... He's got... I'll let the animation go through, guys. I'll let the animation go through. But he goes for the Ice Beam here instead. This Ice Beam is not going to do anything. The best thing is hoping that this would freeze. But a more consistent play is, why not switch into the Cofagrigus? That Tyranitar is most likely Choice Banded, right? Most likely Choice. We didn't see leftovers. He could still be a Assault Vest, but still. If he, by some chance, is choiced, which is very likely that he's choiced, and I think Choice Banded because the other guy's on a Choice Scarf. If he's Choice Banded and you switch out and Tyranitar clicks Pursuit, that's much easier for Dragonite to Dragon Dance up. You can even get up 2 Dragon Dances. If he goes for Crunch, he's gonna kill the Cofagrigus, right? I think Cofagrigus is even going to take Rocky Helmet damage if it's Rocky Helmet. But then the same thing is going to happen. But I'll come back to this. So let's just imagine that Starmie is still alive now because he clicked Crunch, right? So Starmie would still be alive. Then Cofagrigus is gonna get 2-hit KO'd or even 1-hit KO'd. And you bring in the Dragonite now. After Cofagrigus dies, you Dragon Dance up, right? You Dragon Dance up, he's gonna Crunch again. And this tells me he's choiced because otherwise he would have gone for Stone Edge or something. And that is a lot considering that's half damage. So that's definitely Choice Banded. He gets a defense drop, which is actually annoying, because this defense drop was the reason Acrobatics knocked out the Dragonite from this amount of HP. But he goes for the Dragon Dance, gets to +1, and it ended up being Earthquake on this. So he knocks out the Tyranitar. And yeah, now against the Rotom, he needs to dodge. He needs to dodge. He needs to dodge the Volt Switch. He needs to dodge the Will-O-Wisp. So he's gonna Dragon Claw into him. And he does get the dodge. Look at how much HP we're getting back now that the Sandstorm is gone. So we Dragon Claw again. Okay, guys. Now, imagine this situation, right? Imagine this situation. If you had Starmie instead of Cofagrigus here. Starmie Ice Beams this. Starmie can Ice Beam Superior. Superior would probably not die. But you can dodge a Leaf Storm. You can freeze. You can crit. Starmie has a higher chance of winning against Superior than Cofagrigus. And then you can use Starmie versus the Mienshao. And Choice Scarf U-turn is not gonna kill you. Choice Scarf U-turn, because assuming that Starmie is gonna stay at full HP after it kills Superior, right? The odds of killing the Superior are pretty low, but at least Starmie has a higher chance of killing Superior than Cofagrigus, like I just mentioned. Choice Scarf Mienshao. U-turn versus the Starmie. Does 66.6 to 80%. Meaning you're gonna live and you can knock him out with Psychic or Psyshock if you are carrying it. I don't know if he is carrying it. He didn't use Surf on or Hydro Pump on the Tyranitar, so he might be carrying it. That's a way higher chance of winning. If the defense drop didn't happen, by the way, he could have maybe won. But I don't know if you 2-hit KO the Gliscor. Actually, we do know. We did. We did. If the defense drop didn't happen, Dragonite would have won the game. But I just wanted to point out, having Starmie there instead of Cofagrigus would have been a way higher chance of winning. And if Tyranitar went for the Pursuit, you would have been able to maybe get off 2 Dragon Dances with the Dragonite. Because you Dragon Dance up, if he clicks Pursuit on you, it's not gonna do anything. You can Dragon Dance again, and if they are, instead of clicking Pursuit again, they're switching out, you can Dragon Dance again because you have your multi-skill up. That's basically the reasoning. But yeah, here he's just gonna die because he got the defense drop earlier from Crunch, and now you have Cofagrigus in. And you're not gonna tell me that Cofagrigus has a higher chance than Starmie in winning in this situation. Because it has to get past Gliscor, which could carry. I think he should have still tried though, going for Will-O-Wisp here. I don't know why he just forfeit. Maybe he didn't have Will-O-Wisp. I would have still tried to click Will-O-Wisp in this scenario. But you're not gonna beat Superior because he's just gonna spam Leaf Storm on you. And eventually it is going to overpower you. So that's my take on that battle, guys. I know I might sound harsh and stuff, but it is all constructive criticism. Like, if I'm actually doing real coaching, I obviously want you to do well. So I will never, like, I'm not the guy that ever sugarcoats things, but I will also not talk you down. Like I said, if I agree with something, I will literally say it. But I'm trying to improve players here. I'm trying to help you guys improve as well with these kind of videos. And if you are interested in one-on-one coaching with me, guys, check out my Patreon. It's linked in the description. And yeah, I'll do my best to make you the AFC prodigy that you deserve to be. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd like to see more. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and join our Discord server as well if you'd like to discuss Pokemon PvP or this game in particular. Yeah, with that all being said though, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.